Once upon a time, in a quiet little village surrounded by rolling green hills, there lived a boy named Jack and his widowed mother. They were poor, so poor that their only valuable possession was a gentle old cow named Daisy. Daisy gave milk each morning, which they sold in the market for a few coins. But one year, the land suffered a terrible drought, and the grass withered away. Daisy stopped giving milk, and Jack's mother knew they could no longer afford to keep her. One morning, she sighed and said, "Jack, take Daisy to the market and sell her. Get the best price you can, for we have nothing left to eat." Jack agreed, though his heart felt heavy at the thought of losing his cow. Along the way to the market, Jack met a strange old man with a long silver beard and a twinkle in his eyes. "Good morning, young lad," the man greeted. "That's a fine cow you have there. I'll trade you something special for her, these magic beans." He held out 5 smooth beans that shimmered faintly in the sunlight. "Magic beans?" Jack asked, curious. "Yes," the man whispered. "Plant them tonight, and by morning you'll see wonders beyond your imagination." Jack hesitated. Coins would buy food, but magic beans sounded exciting. Finally, he nodded. "It's a deal." They exchanged Daisy for the beans, and Jack hurried home to show his mother. When Jack told her what had happened, his mother's face turned pale. "You foolish boy," she cried. "We can't eat beans, magic or not." In her anger, she tossed the beans out of the window. That night, they went to bed hungry. The next morning, Jack awoke to see something astonishing outside his window. A giant beanstalk stretching up into the clouds, its green stalks as thick as tree trunks and leaves as wide as blankets. It swayed gently in the wind, inviting him upward. Filled with curiosity, Jack decided to climb. Up and up he went, higher than the rooftops, higher than the hills, until he disappeared into the clouds. At the top, he found himself in a strange land with a wide, winding road leading to a towering castle. Jack approached the castle's enormous wooden doors and slipped inside. The place was grand, but he soon heard a deep, booming voice. "Fee-fi-fo-fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." Terrified, Jack hid himself inside a large copper pot. A moment later, a giant man entered, his head nearly touching the ceiling. His wife, a kind-looking giantess, carried a tray of bread. "There's no boy here," she told the giant. "Sit down and eat." The giant grumbled but obeyed. When the meal was done, the giant opened a great chest filled with gold coins. He counted them slowly before falling asleep. Jack crept out from his hiding place, grabbed a handful of coins, and ran back down the beanstalk. His mother was amazed when she saw the gold. For a while, they had plenty to eat. But Jack's curiosity was not satisfied. A few days later, he climbed the beanstalk again. This time, he hid in the castle's pantry. The giant ate, then called for his wife to bring his magic hen. The hen laid a golden egg with a soft clink. "Lay," he ordered, and she laid another. Soon the giant fell asleep, and Jack took the hen and hurried away. Back home, the hen kept laying golden eggs, making them richer than ever. Still, Jack's adventurous spirit pushed him to climb the beanstalk a third time. On his final visit, Jack hid in a large cupboard. The giant called for his golden harp, which began to sing the sweetest music Jack had ever heard. Its voice was like sunlight through leaves. When the giant dozed off, Jack picked up the harp. But the harp cried out, "Master! Master!" The giant awoke with a roar and chased Jack out of the castle. Jack scrambled down the beanstalk as fast as he could, the giant thundering after him. "Mother, bring the axe!" Jack shouted as soon as he reached the ground. His mother rushed forward, and together they chopped the beanstalk. The giant was halfway down when the stalk broke. With a tremendous crash, He fell to the ground, never to trouble them again. The harps sang happily in their home, and the hen continued to lay golden eggs. Jack and his mother never went hungry again, and Jack had learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes curiosity brings great rewards, but it must be paired with courage and quick thinking. And so they lived happily ever after.